Welcome to another edition of the Dementia Care Partner Talk Show. Now, here's dementia care expert Teepa Snow and your host, Greg Phelps.
Hello and welcome to the Dementia Care Partners podcast. I'm your host, Greg Phelps, and joining me as usual is Teepa Snow. And today's topic is when helping doesn't help. For most of us, helping someone experiencing difficulties is second nature. Helping someone who has fallen, helping someone who has dropped groceries or dressing or personal hygiene. But what if you find yourself in a situation where your help isn't wanted, particularly by seniors who need help but don't really know it?
Yeah. This is probably one of the most common phenomena and yet one of the most frustrating phenomena. If I say to you that you need help, like I need help right now, Greg, but your ability to help me is not really within your powers. What I needed to do is stand up for a second and then sit back down so the automatic light in the room would recognize, look, someone's still here. I shouldn't turn off. But my effort to help myself, if I didn't know that, I would be crying for help. And then when you came, you'd say, well, what do you want me to do? Because you're not able to help me in the way I find helpful. And I think one of the things that we tend to do is let me help you, or you need help, instead of, oh, hey, Greg, I could use your help.
Oh, sure. What are you doing?
Okay, so that very statement, instead of assuming Greg needs my help, hey, Greg, I need some help. You're getting your clothes on, and it looks like, now let me see this. So you're getting ready to do your lower body. Now, are you going to underwear first, or are you thinking you want your underwear on the outside of your pants? Which way were you thinking?
Well, I was kind of thinking on the inside like usual.
On the inside, that's good. Okay, so here you go. Why don't you try it this way? This is probably makes more sense. So the idea that when I approach you, I say, oh, Greg, hang on, wait, no, you're getting them backwards. That you're putting on your pant, you need to get your under. So yes, I'm trying to offer help, but the way I'm helping, what did it feel like, Greg, for me to come in that, Greg, come on, what are you doing? Hang on, here, let me help you.
Yeah, I kind of felt like we were sort of partners in that, and it sure beat the three words that I hear quite frequently. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Get your hands off me. What are you doing? And when we say, what are you doing? Unfortunately, it's often the care partner who's saying it rather than, or the person living with who's saying, well, what are you doing? I was putting my clothes on, leave me alone. Because if the person knew they were doing it inaccurately, they wouldn't be doing it. So we have to sort of back ourselves up a second, take a breath, pause, and go, so, wow, okay, we're to a place where sequencing is an issue. Oh, hey, Greg. But choosing that voice, I have to choose that voice to pause, Greg. And that's a real affirmative pause, not a, oh, hey, Greg, hang on there. Wait. I mean, one is you've done something wrong, and the other one is I noticed something and I'm curious. So, underwear or pants? I'm thinking maybe underwear first. Here you go. And I hand them to you with the right orientation. Because at this point, my awareness is, I don't want to assume you know how to turn the pants around, get them oriented so that they're front to back and you get them in the right spot. And I have them sort of open a little bit with my hands to the side. So when you go to take them, you've already got your hands in the right position. And I'm in supportive stance, not standing right in front of you so that you think that you should put them on me or you're wondering what the heck I'm doing. I'm just sort of showing you your pants in front of you. Seems simple until you think about how complex it is and you realize, no wonder Greg's brain is having some trouble. That's actually, boy, there's a lot going on to figuring out how you get dressed when you're having trouble with visual input and sensory input and auditory processing. And he thought he was doing fine. I was the one that thought he needed help. And I need to pause a second and figure out how to make that feel different for both of us.
Now, I don't know that you invented these two words. You know, you're not that old. But the term care partner is one that I hear repeatedly because I can't, what is it? I shouldn't do it to you. Give me that bit again.
Yeah. Oh, it's partnering is when you do something with someone, not to or for someone. Caregiving is when I give you care. And, giving and gifting is sort of somebody has to be interested in the gift or the giving. And the receiving side of the street doesn't always feel good when you've been a competent adult. So partnering in something makes a lot more sense to me because we're going to figure it out together. Oh, hey, Greg, I have a big favor to ask of you.
So this lasts for a certain period of time, doesn't it? And then it can move on.
Yeah.
So as a care partner, you've always got to be ready for what are we facing today? Because today is not the same as yesterday or tomorrow.
Yeah. And so at some point, my awareness is I only show you the underwear. I don't ask the question anymore. I want to present the underwear. And then I tap your leg and say, here you go, and slide it on rather than saying, would you like me to help you put your underwear on? Because that request had almost nothing to do at all with what I wanted to get done, which was a physical task. So I'm going to go, here you go, and just tap your foot a little bit or tap you around the shin and then show you what we're doing. And then you go, oh, okay. And you move forward in the task without thinking too much about it because I've presented you with the just right cue. And that's, I think, the value of being an occupational therapist for years is recognizing, oh, okay, that's where we are. So what we might need is support to get a good assessment of where somebody is and then learn some skills and then be aware if this shifts, let me know because you might need some more support with some new skills because this is a journey, not a destination. And when we reach the destination, we're done. So everything we do is about the journey. The destination is the end of the journey. And we have a lot to do before then.
Deepa, this is a big subject, and
Mm.
it's not something that we can sort of sort out in a podcast. Is there somebody I can talk to and sort of A, vent and get some of my frustrations out, and B, maybe get a little sympathy, and then maybe C, actually spend some time and learn some skills? Because the skills are what's going to save you in a lot of situations.
So this is a case where rather than just straight consultation mode, we might want to go with one of our mentors. We might want to get up with and have a mentor session, have a mentoring session. So we work together and we might do a champion course or we might do a care partner support series, or we might do a consultation and then say, I'm really interested in the care partner support series, or I'm really interested in champion skills and I want to work with a mentor because I need some more guidance in my situation. And it's just like, like whenever, anytime you start school, you like, there's one class, but then there's other classes you may be interested in because this is not a quick fix because there isn't one.
If you have friends who are in a similar situation, I mean, lots of us have aged
Yeah.
together with our little cohort. Maybe gather them together and try and get up with a consultant then, and everybody can benefit and share experiences and know that they're not alone because so many care partners feel that the weight of the world is on them.
Where we do support groups and we do training and education with small groups. And we encourage you to think about bringing people together and learning together because what happens is you then have your support group as you move forward and you have diverse experiences, which is going to help you see the bigger picture. But it's also going to give you people to lean on when you need somebody to have a shoulder or to celebrate with when something goes incredibly well. And so we believe in building community and we really encourage you to do so too, because that's how we change this dynamic, frankly.
Deepa, thank you very much.
Thank you, Greg.
You've been listening to the Dementia Care Partners podcast, brought to you by Positive Approach to Care. For more information, go to teepasnow.com.